Welcome. You have summoned the Phoenix Gate, or it has summoned you. This gate appears when comfort readings will no longer provide the truth and clarity that you require. I am the Golden Rose, High Priestess and Psychopomp with you in this liminal space. If you are ready for truth, the crossing begins. What is the current energetic state of my viewer? This question covers the cycles, beliefs, or dynamics that are currently governing your reality. The Shaman. I love the image of the Shaman card. I see the snake, but I see a hand open as if it has released it. And having just come out of the year of the wood snake, the shedding and oftentimes amputating limbs, I really love the release in this. Pulling up the book to read the card for you. The Shaman, the Magi, the Sorcerer, the Medicine Woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the Shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the Shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the Mentor. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed towards the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the healer. And third, the Shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world, the unseen. In this way, the Shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the Shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. Contrary to popular belief, the Shaman archetype appears in every vocation. Teachers, directors, surgeons, politicians, and poets are just a few of the faces a shaman may wear. The Shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. Think of it like bringing or brining or marinating. The content must permeate every fiber of its being. When in light, the Shaman is a fearless student and practitioner. When in shadow, overpromises, blames, hurts self and others. To go deeper, read Black Elk Speaks and Michael Tucker's Dreaming with Eyes Open. So you have studied, you have healed, and you have tapped into the other world, the unseen. You are currently embracing this trifecta of energies, and now we are looking to see where they are carrying you. So where has my viewer surrendered their power? They're in their shaman energies. Where have they surrendered their power? I don't see that hand as grasping. I'm getting the Kundalini, but you have experienced the Kundalini and you've released the energies into the world. So where have you surrendered your power? it is time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. So this looks like waiting on divine timing, maybe an overwaiting. Sometimes we get to where we justify our avoidance of making the decisions and taking the actions that we need to, because we justify it with this waiting on divine timing. Well, these cards are coming to tell you that that time is now. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. So you released these energies in the year of the snake. There are 3 skulls on this snake, right? So there are 3 things, 3 identities, 3 versions of yourself. There may be more, but I'm going to focus on the 3 identities, ways of being, visions that you had for your life that you have left behind, right? And there's the heavy metals, the density, the gold, and what you are doing being formed from that to reveal a gem and a diamond. So much symbology, but you have released these things, and the cards coming next are saying, okay, well, it's time to take action. This is kind of a put your money where your mouth is kind of energy. So you've done the work, now show it to the world. What illusion is keeping my viewer compliant? There might be some uncertainty as to how to express your creative energies using what you feel. So the illusion that is keeping you compliant, nature is calling you. It wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers. This is calling you to get out into nature. There's the illusion of being too much in the world, like man's world, especially with what is going on around us. We can get caught up in that distraction. And sometimes these things can feel so much bigger than us that we don't know how to take that next step towards it. I know that for me, there is a sense of powerlessness over these larger patterns that we are seeing unravel around us. This card is telling you that that is the illusion. Get back in touch with nature. Touch, fulfill. It will touch and fulfill and protect you with its healing powers. So get out of man's world and into nature. It is the illusions of the material world around you that is keeping you compliant to this hesitation, this feeling smaller than you actually are. So what truth is my viewer ready to live? Gaia is calling you. I hear the wind coming through my window very loudly. And so nature is calling you. The winds of change are about you. You cannot remain stagnant in these energies. Rise above the dark days of life. This is the truth you are ready to live. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. What if what is wrong with the world is because your light isn't in it? It isn't your voice that is being heard. What if you are the change we are waiting for? So rise above the darkness of your past. These old shadow qualities, as we are used to calling them, they were brilliant survival skills that emerged in moments of crisis, and then we just kept repeating them unconsciously. This is calling you to use what you learned about your strengths in those shadow energies to rise and now use them with intent. Right? Hypervigilance becomes leadership when applied consciously and not reflexively, just as an example. So rise above the darkness because you were born in the dark. You were named in the dark. and the dark has become your home. Notice in the Shaman card, they are in the dark. This isn't unfamiliar to you. You can rise above it. Okay, a lot of our darkness we create ourselves. So the truth that you are ready to live is that it is your time to rise. Nature, the world is calling you out. The illusion that is keeping you compliant is to the hesitation and to the views and perspectives of the world and the learned helplessness and powerlessness of the world around it. But it's time for change. Awaken your magic. What boundary must my viewer establish in this? There we go. To conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. Let's see, where can I put that? We'll just put it right there. So the boundary, notice there's a chameleon on there. Chameleons change in an adaptation to blend into their environment. This is telling you, no, it isn't time for that. It is time for you to stand in your unique frequency. Let your freak out. You're not here to control the orchestra. You are here to master your own note. But this is calling you out of the chameleon energies. I noticed that in this one, there is a butterfly, right? Butterfly is all about transformation. You are out of the chrysalis phase. You're not in the cocoon anymore. It is time to come out. Here's the fish. The fish can be a symbol of going with the flow, but it also is about not being true and maintaining your commitments. So this wants you to hold towards your commitments. This is gold. Note the gold, right? That is the purity of your soul. That is your divine nature, and the fish are swimming towards it. So always keep that in front of you, but do not conform to the energies around you. You're not at a point of blending in right now. And that is the boundary that must be established. Where are you shrinking in order to blend in when your truth is what is needed? When your unique perspective, your unique expression of values and principles are what must be established in the world. I keep asking myself, what if what is wrong with the world is because my voice isn't in it? And that's how I choose to make my decisions, is through my voice and my presence, being the change that I wish to see in the world. So let us pause at the threshold to take in the view. We have felt what was ending and what truths asked to be faced. Change often carries grief alongside liberation. Before we take flight from here, let's take one audible, slow breath. We're going to breathe in for a count of 6, hold for 4, and release audibly for a count of 8. Ready? In. Hold. Release. Now let's reveal the wings you are forming. What decision restores my viewer's authority? What is running through my brain right now is we can't ask for change and then remain passive. A decision restores their authority. Right away, review. Okay. You may feel disconnected or uninspired, unable to see the opportunities around you. Take time to reflect on what you truly desire. A shift in perspective can reveal the gifts already present in your life. So look at where you might be holding yourself back. Where are you creating your own limitation through your perspective? Where are you attached to the opinions and judgments of others and holding truth that could benefit all from being spoken because you don't want to rock the boat? Where are you judging yourself harshly and allowing people, places, and things, the context around you, to remain below your standards? Where are you not elevating yourself to meet your own standards? And then holding yourself accountable. That's what the review card is asking you to look at. So the decision that restores your authority is to review your thoughts, words, and actions and see where they are not aligned with your true expression. Where are you self-sacrificing unnecessarily? What single action proves they are crossing into their new phase? Serves as their sign, symbol, and proof. So far what I see, the butterfly, the chameleon, the fish, blue and green. Blue is throat chakra, green is heart chakra. Orange is your sacral. So working with those energies will be helpful. But what is their single action proves they are crossing into their new phase? Their sign, symbol, and proof that they have crossed this threshold. There's a feather, so watch for feathers. I can't hold that hand in alignment. Empowered. Be empowered today to take back control of your own life and your destiny. You are no longer being called to conform. Review where you are conforming and be empowered. And when you feel that sense of empowerment, it will start reflecting in your life. You will see opportunities open, doors open. But watch for feathers, butterflies, fish, chameleons. But feathers are going to be a big, big sign for you. I know that I used to walk, and even in the middle of winter, there was snow on the ground, and there was one patch, one little shovel's worth of concrete exposed, and on that I found a white feather one time. Watch for little things like that. Where are feathers showing up in your reality, and what are they drawing your attention toward? And then be empowered to take back control of your own life and your own destiny. You've been passive too long. What internal or external support is available to my viewer as they cross this threshold? You have the wisdom. Now use it. You've kept your voice quiet. You've observed. And in their time, that was what was needed. But now it's calling you to use the skills you have developed to leave the world a better place than you found it. 2 came out, I accept. The Poet, which is about relationships and vulnerability, and the Orator. This is all about how you are using your words. Communication and confidence. So how are you using your words in relationship with others? Look at how you are communicating yourself, communicating your boundaries, communicating your truth. Are you using your words to support others as you stand in your truth, or are you cutting them down? Okay, that's the Poet. Are you using your words to manipulate, to take advantage of others? Are others being allowed to speak those sweet words to you and pull you off of course into conformity? Or are you speaking with confidence and using your words well to guide others and shepherd others. So pay attention to how people are speaking around you and how you are speaking. This is especially important as we are in Mercury retrograde right now. So communication and using your words well is going to be very, very important right now. So that is your internal and external support. So really reflect and review on your word choice. Okay, poets are great at word choice. What message, choose your words and then speak them. Radiate that outward. What message does their evolved self, their higher self, send back to them now as they cross this threshold? And I like that in the orator card, so this I associate with like Rome and Caesar, but I notice it's not on the head anymore. The third eye is awake and radiating out, almost seeming to have pushed that off. This to me is kind of pushing out and away these old paradigms and control structures that held back our sight. That's kind of what that's communicating to me today. I've never seen it that way before, but today it really, really is, right? So take hold of the pen and don't allow others to crown themselves or to crown you out of falsehood. Keep your third eye open. What message does their future self, their higher evolved self, send back to them now as they cross this threshold? Passion for purpose. To me, this is about our values, our guiding principles. Living purposefully now is how we find our purpose. So passion for purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as your sacred tasks to your sacred tasks. Oh my goodness, let me start that over. It desires certainty as to your sacred tasks for this lifetime. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that is your heart. To that you I ask, what stirs the passions of your nature? Do that, be that, because to conform is to die. The Phoenix Gate has opened. The fire has claimed truth. The ashes have been witnessed. The wings are forming. Transformation is rarely loud. It is often quiet choices repeated over time. You are allowed to move at the pace your truth requires. Thank you for crossing this threshold beside me. If this reading spoke to your journey, you are invited to share what resonates in the comments. I love having the opportunity to witness and support you. And if you did find value in this reading, please do not forget to like, comment, and share. Until the next gate summons, I send you my love.